This is interesting. They definitely switched up the meta on us.
They did. So Afro first pick from Rat Milk. For PBM's team, having PBM on Afro is like one of his top picks too, especially going into Vegas. Bacchus Hunbats. Okay.
You've definitely seen a good bit of the Hunbats as well, to mixed degrees of success.
Mm-hmm.
What happened in Tegview go to them? Oh, the Soul Achilles.
Soul
Okay.
Achilles. Ooh, Jade Scepter tech on the Zeus. That'll be interesting with the Morgan too, considering she gets to use those actives that the people have as well every set of cooldowns.
Mm-hmm. She's super annoying, especially when she's working as intended. If you get no bugs with her ult and you can actually use her like...
Oh, wow. That was a really good pick. So Vulcan, Hunbats, Bacchus versus Achilles, Afro, Soul. I don't think we've seen a single Soul not aspect.
Yep, that is true.
PBM's team with the early Lost Knight here.
I want to see how Johnny builds his Hunbats. I do think it'll be like full damage with a tank starter, but he might pivot into a little bit of defense if he needs it. I mean, he's up against what? Soul, Afro, so there's going to be a good bit of magical damage coming his way.
So I've been seeing a lot of the top teams make sure they're having at least one of each defensive starter, regardless of what they decide to build on their team. But they have both, always. So War Flag and Benevolence, or whatever it's called. Soul with Warriors Axe, interesting.
Selflessness?
Selflessness, yes.
Yeah, I couldn't think of it.
So regardless of what your team is playing, it does seem like they at least have those two starters, and then whoever else is on there. I think that's the first time we've seen Warriors Axe from an ADC.
Without blinks, you're not going to see too much engage from Rat Milk. Like the Achilles has to get real close, whereas Bacchus has the flop. You've got Johnny stun. I think the game's a lot easier for Johnny's squad just to go in. Like, sure, you have to deal with ridiculous amounts of sustain, but they're going to get anti-heal eventually.
Yeah, I don't even really think they win the poke trades either. I think it'll just be a mix of all-inning and counter-engaging with good damage by Rat Milk, good damage by Soul.
I think a completely viable strat is just waiting for Tegview to get online and letting him one-shot someone, though. Like, the Soul aspect, she dies very easily. Like, it's pretty easy to kill her, but she also can... Like, the fact that her dash alone can kill is crazy. And this is something else that I haven't seen a lot of. When you know you don't have pressure going for purple, but look, the teleporter gets you right there.
They already used their kit, too. Oh, I think Soul missed her, too. Double stun. Might be.
They've got one more shell if they need it. Well, they recognized that red was not going their way. Now they're trying to take blue. Do they even have the time? They can definitely get it, but can they get out? They've just given up. They don't want to miss the wave.
Oh, he got back.
Yeah, they didn't want to miss the farm. Understandable. Wait, hold on. Did they get purple too? Red squad's up some gold right now. Yeah, they did get purple. Okay, they traded 2 buffs and they didn't miss the farm. All right, there you go.
Interesting.
I thought that Happen was wearing purple, but I think there's just a purple hued afro.
Ah, yeah.
Think you can catch a star?
Let's see. Soul going strength? She has an axe.
Yeah.
Oh, that
maybe
is.
you're
Oh,
right.
actually, that is not aspect soul. I just realized.
You're right. Maybe it's gonna be auto attack crit based. I mean, I guess it kind of has to be, right? If you're not going the aspect and you're not building.
That would be the first
intelligence.
time we've seen it. I think that would be the first time we've seen any ADC at all.
Yep. I mean, we watched Mike's team go Cupid on stream, but we didn't actually get to see the gameplay.
Right.
Ooh, Johnny's in some trouble here. That was not a good jump. Ratmilk's still level 4 though. Doesn't have ult.
Oh, he just hit 5.
Just
too late,
hit
I think.
5, but too late. There's like 3 executable targets, but
I
he just
know.
didn't have it.
3 shells back up for Johnny's team.
You can catch a star?
We've seen no team bees, I don't think, this first item. Okay, I was wrong. Okay. As I said it, Afro bought team beads and Rat Milk bought what is it called? Frenzy?
Don't mind
Frenzy
me.
dagger?
Oh, Ratmilk. Sorry, I was talking to Johnny. You're right. Yeah, Dagger of Frenzy, auto attack. They're just trying to shred through objectives. Like I think they want
a
the early
PvE?
game pressure as well.
Like anytime they get some sort of trade, they just all in the Lost Knight and just win based off the map
Yeah.
instead of worrying
Cosmos
about
did
late.
tell me. Oh, it might actually engage here. Okay. Cosmos did tell me some of the slept on tech is Dagger of Frenzy, Ymir.
Ooh,
We haven't
okay.
seen any Ymir yet. Purple's still up. Last time they had a little bit of a scrap. Got every ult except Fear No Evil, and Bot's ult's already back. Look how quick they do that buff, man. They have so much damage. I mean,
This is looking like Soul's going
I think it's
not Devos, it might be
Bloodforge.
Bloodforge, yeah.
Yeah. I think Ratmilk isn't gonna go tanky, by the way, and that's what I told you earlier. Like, I don't think tank Achilles is very strong, but the damage Achilles actually does get a bit of value. It seems like Happen is going to be the tank for this squad, and they're gonna let Tegveer and Ratmilk just do the damage.
Yeah, because he does have his armor off.
Yep.
He has his armor off, but he didn't go the aspect.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't get me wrong, he could always pivot and just like build hybrid, but I do like the idea of a little bit of auto attack here.
I wonder if it's going to be some tech where you leave sometimes with armor, sometimes without, like leave to get an objective, put it back on when you're tanking Titan, etc., etc. That'll be interesting. Because right now he's not going. Right now it might be a Berserker. What is that? Might be a Berserker shield that he's going into. I don't think that's Shogun's.
I see cooldown.
Yeah, so that can't be Berserkers.
Yeah, I'm usually really good at this. Like putting together like what you're building from your
Right.
tank items. I don't think that's breastplate.
Glad shield.
Yeah, it could definitely be Glad Shield. It's probably Glad Shield, yeah.
W global emotes.
I'm surprised we haven't seen them try to go for a Lost Night with this Dagger Frenzy pickup. Like, they do it quickly, and serrated edge for Tegveer. Like, they've got a good bit
Okay.
of sustain, good bit of damage, good bit of healing. Really diversifying everything with the lead they have.
team beads plus ult for Afro. Afro's being the main tank. On top of the beads they have from both the individuals. They will be fighting into 3 shells though. Oh, good ult. He got stunned out of his 2. Oh, they did get red.
Just a slap fight here, because Book of Thought doesn't really give Vulcan too much damage early on. Like, we've seen a lot of Deso, a lot of Divine starts, but Book of Thought tells me they're not trying to contest. They're going to keep losing a couple buffs that they go for, a couple scraps. But hey, every time they get the red buff, I take it as a win. Like, I think Sap and Johnny are going to come online in a big way if they can just keep trading evenly.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they're playing for. Especially with these weird builds from Tigveer, Rat Milk, and Happen.
Yeah, Tigveer definitely went to Berserkers. It was Pridwin. Okay, so Pridwin into some more Magic D. Glad Shield from Deduin and Johnny. And then, of course, the Divine that we knew was going to be coming through from Sap. I'll be honest. With the lead that we see, like, Happen Squad have, I would have liked to see more pressure out of them, but I'm guessing both teams are confident in their late game. The fact that like no one's really trying to pull the trigger too much here.
Double Glad Shield from them. Oh, he did go Berserkers. Oh no, sorry. Soul went Berserkers.
Yeah, Soul went Berserkers. Pridwin.
Interesting. So a tanky Soul. This is what I was expecting more during this tournament, was a lot of more unique builds. Okay. Yeah, like something to where you got like a defense item or 2, and then, you know, somebody Achilles with the frenzy dagger. But to be fair, this is probably the first time that people have 3D-crafted Joust metas at all, because there's never really, not that there wasn't a reason to without ranked, but I mean,
yeah, like you're not gonna give the full brunt of your brain power into just trying to win your casuals. But this is for the semifinals, so you gotta leave it all on the table here.
Semifinals will at least decide if you make any money today. 800 to each person on the winning team, 200 to each person on the second place team.
So there's no third and fourth?
Nope.
I like that, honestly.
I was thinking about if I do these in the future that it's just winner take all, but I'm indifferent. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Winner take all just sounds wild, but we'll see.
It does sound wild.
Oh, good shell.
Nice try. If you don't get that execute, these shells end up so clutch for Sap's team. My God.
The fight was going well until, is that all 3? Yeah, all 3 shells.
Right.
And that's another 400-500 health you have to fight through.
Shell does nothing to the execute, but because it didn't connect, they were able to go boop, 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 and just get all of that HP back. They were relying heavily on Rat Milk landing that between 2 people at a body block, which is not easy to do.
They're going purple here. Dagger Frenzy popped. Interesting that they're going to take this. Hide. Okay.
I don't think he really wanted to be there. Double screeching. I mean, this is what you have to do when they have no beads. Like, it will definitely help in the long run. But now that we're finally seeing, like, Sap get some damage online and Johnny and Deduin coming to their own just engage-wise, now I kind of want to see Sap's team try and go for a Lost Night pull.
Right. PBM's team just beat Balls.
Already, wow.
7-5.
Yeah, I definitely expected them to win, but I didn't think they would do that quickly.
Yeah. Alright. What is... Okay, so Achilles is going the anti-shield active.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Gargoyle.
So, sorry, I had to check because everyone was calling Mike cringe. They pretty much took Phoenix, used Afro to keep Cherry alive, and just dropped all their damage on Titan and just, like, ended with Paul still up 2-0. Like,
Oh, wow.
they could just kill Titan so quickly, my god. And this is what I was hoping for, this aggression when you're ahead, heck yeah.
I just like the soul ult just doesn't do enough.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, the monkey hits? No way, you go for it, right? Even the tower's full HP, they can't kill this tower. Finally, they got some damage towards it, but Happen's got some regen here.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Vulcan just zoning the entire team with his turrets.
I love the zoning, but
But they're not getting anything out of it.
yeah, they got red buff.
We
and, you know,
just
they've
saw
gotten red buff
last
every
game,
time.
you could lose up until you don't.
Yeah, very true. Shield splitter Pridwin from Johnny. This is a very tanky Hunbats, but still does have damage under the right circumstance. You know, if you can just like use your shield splitter, spam your cooldowns. Like, oh my god, Rat Milk is not tanky though.
No. I'm just wondering like when these build strategies are gonna start cooking.
Yeah, I mean, Executioner, Serrated Berserkers. Xavier does a bit, but it's auto attack damage. Like, Burst is so much more valuable right now until you
Right.
have the actual attack speed to shred through. Like, it just. Naduin and Johnny are not going to stand there and eat that many auto attacks.
I mean, what's the most amount of auto souls gets off in a fight like that, right? Maybe 6?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 6
before
autos
it's either
total.
a win or a loss.
Yeah. It's going to be a while before she can just sit there, stand her ground, and auto attack through health bars. I mean, having Happen definitely helps, but Rat Milk has not been able to stand at the forefront of SAP just yet.
Double Pridwin on their side now.
Like, that was the turret. You see his HP? That was just the turret. But oh, SAP is also feeling the brunt of it.
Okay, there it is.
Finally, the execute comes through.
Wait. This might be a good turn. I don't think they lose this, even through the Hunbats ult.
Oh, there we go. There's those autos.
Johnny has to jump out. Wow, Rat Milk surviving with negative HP.
Oh, this tower's definitely dead. Like, Tegbeer actually has built to kill this thing. Oh,
Okay,
so is Naduin.
Alright, we're starting to see. Alright, and just like that, and just
Yep.
like we were saying.
Enemy tower.
I mean, that's
Hitting-
gonna be what? Is that Braggies? No.
Kins for soul, maybe?
Yeah.
Not going
that's what I wanna
crit.
see. Yep. Kins would be perfect here.
Yeah, especially with Johnny being so tanky. Alright. Okay, there's Kins online for soul. Achilles going more attack speed too. Oh, let's see.
No team's been ballsy enough to go for the Lost Night pull yet. I understand why, like, blue squad's hesitant because Vulcan's here, but even with full strength Soul, like, Supernova's decent confirmation. You just gotta poke out this Vulcan first. Man, the
Vulcan
Duin
does
actually
so
gets
much damage
shredded when
right
Tech
out
can
there,
land
but-
autos.
Good ults. Oh, good Afro ult.
Remember the shells. There's so many shells to deal with.
Another shell, another shell.
There's
No,
one.
it's just the shells. They still have one. Soul here in the 1v2.
Man, Tagbeer's 1v2ing, but he's kind of winning. They gotta kill him here.
No.
Wow, close.
They're winning until the shells came through. All 3 shells
Yep.
again right there.
Exactly. That's the thing. They're relying so much on Rat Milk to find and execute, and it's not easy. Especially if they pre-pop the shells before someone gets into threshold. Like, that's the full counter, right? Like, you just don't have to worry about it.
Your middle tower.
Finally,
is
we got
under
tower for
attack.
tower.
Your middle tower has been destroyed.
What's Achilles gonna go
Sap
there?
slash item. Just trying to go a little bit tanky here.
Bounty hunters for bats. I feel like with the way that last fight went, if it gets longer, Soul starts to win those 1v2s.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't feel like the Bacchus Hunbats do enough damage to where she won't just start killing them in 8 or 9 autos.
He's actually going Titan's Bane next, it looks like.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, trying to get even more pen.
Jade Scepter from Vulcan.
Yeah, didn't end up using that like physical defense there. Just kept it as a tier 1 and opted into Jade Scepter. Definitely a good pickup, I'm telling you. That's one of my favorite just intelligence items in the game at the moment.
So much value, and the base stats are still good.
And finally, the Lost Knight gets pulled. A little bit of ward coverage. I lied. It's not pulled. They baited. They were just like, hey, you guys have wards? And they're like, yes, we absolutely do. You see full upgraded starters for everyone but the carries as well.
True. Soul going into Warriors. Vulcan rotating over. That's a lot of damage.
Happen does not kill these turrets fast at all. 66 damage. Just sit there and auto attack.
I wish we could see what aspect Vulcan went. I'm assuming he went thermal mod. We don't see Thumper.
Yeah. No one's been going Thumper all day, really.
Benny Q did once. One time.
They've got easy burst here. No one's taking too much damage, but they're all looking at Sap. You guys gotta go back and help your Vulcan.
Vulcan ult, not secured.
There's the execute.
Who got it? Okay, they did get it. I think they...
There's another.
Okay, so they did lose the knight. This is... Okay, so I was wrong. Is this game?
It's likely game, yeah. I mean, I feel like Johnny can be goofy for a while. He's definitely
gonna
gonna take
keep
the
the
wave,
minions
smart
out.
call. But I don't know if that's enough stall. Like, Tagbeer's gonna melt this Titan.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
Yeah, 15 seconds, there's no way.
They are. The minions are staying out though.
He's just body blocking Tagbeer.
Yeah, that's game.
That's it, man.
The first knight pull leads to the end of the game. That's rough.
They needed to body block that execute.
Rough. That seems to be what happens in Joust pretty often, though. 15 minutes of a little bit of back and forth, and then it literally all comes down to one fight.